Namaskar friends, welcome to SGKG studies and SGKG 2.22 YouTube channel classes. So in a series we are discussing about Right to Information Act. Before this we discussed about some features of the RTI. Now in this session we are going to discuss about responsibility of public authorities. Yes, responsibility of public authorities are very important as far as execution of Right to Information Act is concerned. Without compliance of the responsibility of the public authority, it is just impossible to implement Right to Information Act. That is why certain responsibilities have been imposed upon public authorities. ठीक है, तो जो लोक अधिकारी हैं, जो सरकार के जो अधिकारी हैं, उन पर कुछ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दी गई हैं और उन्हीं के बारे में अभी हम चर्चा करने जा रहे हैं. सो एज पर सेक्शन 4(1)(a), so section 4 is very much important as far as authorities are concerned. Section 4 is having so many subsections. So here we are going to discuss in this slide, we are going to discuss about section 4(1)(a). What it says: every public authority shall maintain and update all its records duly catalogued and indexed properly. Say tomorrow some citizen asks some information, and if we are not able to provide because that information has not been catalogued, that has not been indexed, the records are not up to date, it will give some wrong effect. So before we give duty power, before we give a right to the citizens, as a government servant, first it's our duty to maintain and update all records duly catalogued and indexed properly. Why it is important? After updating all records duly catalogued and indexed, only we can come to know that this information which is being sought will be available with which department, will be given reply from, will be taken information from which section, which branch. So for that updating of records is required. Number 2, ensure computerization of records. So this is the digital era and everything is being done through the computers. Now e-office system has evolved, so now the file system has also gone. One e-file system has come. Now all new offices and old offices also, now you cannot find any file. Every note sheet, every letter, every departmental notes, all are submitted in e-office and approved in e-office. So concept of filing has also gone. It is rather concept of filing has got converted into digital system. So we need to ensure computerization of records. What will be benefit? Instantly data can be made available to the citizens, so that recourse of RTI application is minimized, right? Third point is improve the infrastructure and publish necessary manuals. So we need to improve our infrastructure so as to publish necessary manuals suo motu. All circulars, all transfer orders, all promotions, all public policies, these all things whatever you are passing, let it go to the public domain by putting in the website. So creating website and following that website, maintaining that website comes under the part of improving infrastructure and publish necessary manuals. So this is all about section 4(1)(a). This is section 4(1)(b). What it talks? Every public authority must publish the following on a regular basis. So in 4(1)(a), some liability has been given, some improvement has been suggested, and after that improvement some duties are put on the public authorities. So what are the duties? Particulars of its organization, functions and duties. So organization is set up for certain functions and duties. So that is why particulars of the organization, list of officers, their functions and their duties needs to be published regular basis. The public authority must publish the following on a regular basis. The data should not be 2 year, 3 year, 4 year old. As and when some changes takes place, website needs to be updated accordingly. Number 2, powers and duties of its officers and employees. Very important. Which officer and which employee is responsible to do that particular work? Rather, that particular work which is in RTI application is dealt by which officer, which employee. That is required to be known to the public authority. So powers and duties of officers and employees needs to be published on a regular basis. Procedures used in decision making, including channels of supervision and accountability. So what procedure we are following in decision making? Who all are involved in the decision making? On what basis we reach to the conclusion of the decision taken, and who all are responsible for taking such decision? That needs to be uploaded on the website. So organization के बारे में हो, उनके फंक्शन के बारे में हो, उनके ड्यूटीज के बारे में हो. पहला जो चीज़ है वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बारे में, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के फंक्शन और ड्यूटी. उसके बाद ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के जो ऑफिसर्स हैं और एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं उनके पावर एंड ड्यूटीज़ के बारे में. उसके बाद वहाँ पर डिसीजन मेकिंग प्रोसेस में कौन सा प्रोसेस यूज किया जाता है. नेक्स्ट, नॉर्म्स सेट बाय इट फॉर डिस्चार्ज ऑफ इट्स फंक्शंस. सो whatever function has been given to the organization, what are the general norms which are being followed in discharge of such functions? That we need to publish on regular basis. Then rules, regulations, instructions, manuals, records held or controlled by it or used by its employees for discharging its function. So altogether, if we go to DOPT site, in DOPT site also whatever they are signing, what they are issuing rules, whatever formulating regulation, whatever they are issuing the instructions, all manuals and records they are publishing on day-to-day basis. That now need not to be addressed to specific agencies, just they are putting in the circular. So like that we are also responsible to publish regularly rules, regulation, instructions, manuals and records of our organization. Next, statement of categories of documents that are held by it or under its control. So what types of documents my organization is holding? What categories documents my organization is holding? So that all list has to be uploaded on the website on a regular basis. 4(1)(b), Continues, every public authority must publish the following on a regular basis. So it continues, details of any arrangements for public consultation or representation in policy formulation and implementation. So details of any arrangements for public consultation and representation in policy formulation and implementation. There are so many departments which are dealing with the public directly, and once they are dealing with the public directly, what arrangement they are making to deal with the public directly, what consultation process, what representation policy we are following, that we need to publish regular basis. List of boards, councils, committees and other bodies consisting of 2 or more persons for getting advice including whether their meeting are open to public or if minutes of the meeting are accessible to them. So very important, in the department whatever boards are there, local board will be there, a standing board will be there, a statutory board will be there, a state board will be there, councils, committees and other bodies consisting of 2 or more persons for getting advice including whether their meeting are open to public or if the minutes of the meeting are accessible to them. So list of board, council, committees and other public bodies consisting of 2 or more persons. Wherever generally boards, council, committees, they consist of more than 2 persons. So need not to worry about number of persons, it will be more than 2 persons. So we need to mention it whether that meeting, board, council, committee is open to the public or not. If that meeting is not open to the public, no problem. Minutes of the meeting is accessible to public or not. So minutes of the meeting also to be published on website for the purpose of sharing the information to citizens of the India, right? Next, details of facilities available to citizens for obtaining information and working hours of library or reading room if maintained for public. So this is purely applicable to public utility services. Wherever public utility services are there, so details of facilities available to citizens for obtaining information. How information can be gathered? When some citizen wants some information, what are the process so that they can get the information? What is the working hour of library or reading room or like that, if maintained for the public? If it is not maintained for the public, no problem. But if that is maintained for the public, at least working hour should be board should be mentioned. We should paste one board that the working hour or opening time is this to this hour. So that is also needs to be published on a regular basis. Old timing to be removed and new timing to be updated there. Names and designation of public information officer. So this is the public information officer. This is the authority who is responsible for supplying the information to the citizens. He is the person, he is the officer designated especially for the RTI purpose. So his name and designation must be published on a regular basis in different in different manner. Any other information may be prescribed and updated in these publications every year. So whatever changes are taking place in all these materials what we discussed, that needs to be published on a regular basis. Now we will see section 41C and D of the RTI Act. So 41C, so far we discussed about 41A, 41B. 41C talks about every public authority must publish all relevant facts while formulating important policies and announcing the decision that affect the public. So, any policy, any important policy, any announcement, any decision which affect the public at large, it must be published. All relevant facts formulating such policies and announcement should also be published. That is what is the requirement of section 41C. Every public authority must provide reasons for its administrative or quasi-judicial decisions to affected persons. So section 41D talks about reasoned decision. Reasoned decision means a speaking order. A speaking order means justified decision on what is the fact of the case, what was the in process, what was the heard, and what is the outcome and what is the basis of that decision. This all has to be mentioned. That is what mentioned in section 41D, whether it is administrative or quasi-judicial. As far as judiciary is concerned, judiciary has to pass speaking order, reasoned decision. Based upon that speaking order, based upon that reasoned decision only, people can prefer appeal. So judiciary has been following. It is the duty of the administration and quasi-judicial bodies to follow the same rule as far as decisions of affecting the public is concerned. Section 42, 43 and 44 prescribe the method of dissemination of information. So what 42 says, every public authority to provide as such information suo motu to the public. So this is the reference number. Every public authority to provide as much information suo motu to the public. Most important, the information should be provided suo motu to the public so as to have minimum recourse of RTI application. Here many departments are lacking. If maximum information is published suo motu to the public, chances of or probability of or requirement of RTI application will be minimized. There may not be need of public information observance. Each and every information is published suo motu. अगर स्वतः ही information अपलोड कर दिया जाता है तो न र्यूमर रहेगा न कहानियाँ रहेंगी, जो सच रहेगा वो सामने आ जाएगा. इसलिए डिपार्टमेंट की ये ड्यूटी बनती है कि वो सुओ मोटो पब्लिक के इंटरेस्ट में जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन आपके पास है उसको रेगुलरली डे टू डे बेसिस में अपडेट करते रहें. सेक्शन 43, all information shall be disseminated widely in a form and manner that is easily accessible to the public. So this is again very important area. All information shall be disseminated widely in a form of manner that is easily accessible to that public. We have to see the information and citizens belong to the which area. Accordingly, it may be published in newspaper, it may be published in on website. There may be some other way of publication also, so as it has access to the public. Section 4.4, all materials shall be disseminated taking into consideration of cost effectiveness and local language. So local language has to be kept in mind, whether that the affected persons knows only Hindi and orders I am issuing in English, or local person knows English and I am issuing order in Hindi. So purpose is getting defected, purpose is not being fulfilled. Hence we have to keep into our mind local language publication also, and at the same time we should publish the things in such a way that department should not incur huge cost. So we have to be cost effective also, to the extent possible in electronic format. Very important. As on date, everything is done in the computer itself, internet itself. So once everything is done in internet and computer, it's easier to publish all these materials in the electronic form. Everybody is having access to the portal. So it's very important and very easier way, and this is cost effective also, and linguistic issues may also have not any problem. For information available free or on payment of cost and printing cost. So if suo motu disclosure is there, then information will go free. If suo motu disclosure is not there, then for taking information from RTI, some cost and printing cost, that cost have to be taken care of, and that amount is being collected from the citizen who is in search of the information. So here one case law has been referred. Section 5(1), designation of PIO. PIO means public information officers. So all public authorities must appoint as many public information officers as required in all its administrative units and offices as are necessary to provide the public with access to information. So depends upon the requirement. Depends upon the requirement. If RTI applications are very less, if requirement of PIO is very less, so some officer may be given additional charge of PIO. Admin officer, general officer, cash officer, finance officer, any officer can be given additional task of PIO if RTI application resources are less, minimum. Where RTI, number of RTI applications are more, where complications are more, where more time is required for the PIO, then independent PIO may also be appointed, because he is the authority who is going to disseminate the information to the needy citizens. Case law is mentioned here. Section 5(2), designation of APIO. So here it is PIO, and A means assistant. For what purpose? To assisting the PIO. All public authorities must designate assistant public information officers at each subdivisional level or other sub-district level to receive and forward requests and appeals, and to forward this to the concerned PIO. So PIO is the authority to disseminate the information to the needy citizens based upon their RTI application. As far as APIO is concerned, he is not a person to disseminate the information. However, he will collect the application if it is coming. After collecting the application, he may gather the available information, and along with the application, he will send application and the available information to the PIO. PIO will examine and he will disclose the information. So APIO is assistant to the PIO. Public Information Officer has power to disseminate the information. Assistant Public Information Officer has no power to disseminate the information. He can only forward the application and information to Public Information Officer. RTI cells perform the following functions. So PIO, APIO, they are related to RTI cell. So in almost all department, RTI cell one board we will find. So what they perform? Their functions are: serve as single point of contact for CIC applications, appeals, complaints and decisions. So any citizen can approach RTI cell. Any information can be taken from RTI cell. need not to search to whom I should go and who will provide me the information. This is the duty of the RTI cell. RTI cell will receive the application, they will collect the information, they will RTI cell will receive the application, they will gather the required information, and then they will disseminate. Upload all applications and appeals received by it on RMMIS. So if online applications are coming, if online application is not there, hard copy application is there, then RTI cell will scan it and it will upload by the RTI cell on RMMIS. This is also one type of ERP. Dispatch all replies to RTI requests and appeals by research and information section through RTI cell. This includes letters for deposit of additional fee. So RTI cell requests and appeals dispatch all replies to whatever requests are received. They dispatch all reply, including letters of deposit of additional fee. This much 15 rupees, 20 rupees additional fee is required. That also being dealt with by RTI cell. Upload all complaints and decisions of CIC on the DMS. Again, this is a government department DMS portal is there. So on that portal, they have to upload all the complaints and decision of Central Information Commission, right? Segregate applications and appeals pertaining to life and liberty and forward the same to the concerned PIO without delay so that it can be responded through within 48 hours. So when RTI cell receives RTI application, they have to segregate the applications. If any application is pertaining to life and liberty of a submit citizen, in that condition, RTI cell will send this application immediately to PIO cell to avoid delay so that it can be responded within 48 hours. You know, the applications information pertaining to life and liberty has to be replied within 48 hours. Transfer application under section 6(3) to the concerned public authority. If it is not related to that department, that section, so that application will be sent to the relevant authority, relevant concerned public authority. Ensure proactive disclosure under section 4. So we need not to search the lame excuses that no, I should not disclose this information. Let information go to the public if it is made for them. Implement system changes to reduce the number of queries on a particular area. A is cut here, it's area. Implement system changes to reduce the number of queries. So again, we have to develop our system in such a way that maximum information is available to the public and recourse to RTI application is minimum. Formulate organization specific FAQ. So frequently asked questions to be also prepared and displayed. Disseminate information through information facilitation counter. So there is need to create one IFC. IFC is information facilitation counter. So information facilitation counter can be made and information can be disseminated from that counter. Maintain a list of PIOs, APIOs, First Appellate Authority and link officers handling RTI application. So this is also the function of RTI cell. RTI cell maintains list of public information officers, assistant public information officer, First Appellate Authority. Why? Because First Appellate Authority is from within that department. Second Appellate Authority is always CIC, Central Information Commission, and link officers handling RTI application. Prepare periodic monitoring reports regarding disposal of RTI request, appeals and compliance of CIC decisions. So we have seen on monthly basis all government department, all government offices on monthly basis they are sending reports regarding disposal of RTI request, appeals and compliance of CIC decisions. Submit annual and periodic returns to CIC. So branch office sends to it's a regional office, and regional office sends to its headquarter, and headquarter submits the periodic returns to Central Information Commission. Now based upon this we will see certain MCQs. Which section of the RTI Act requires public authority to provide reason for administrative or quasi-judicial decisions to those who are affected? So just now we have discussed reasons for administrative and quasi-judicial decisions, and answer is section 4(1)(d). See these section 4 we have to make practice of section subsections. Section 4 is having so many subsections, so this small practice is required. We have to follow this practice. Which of the following statements are true as per section 4(1)(b)? Every public authority must ensure computerization of records. Every public authority must publish powers and duties of its officers and employees. Every public authority must provide as information suo motu to the public. Every public authority must publish the budget allocated to each of the agency. Every public authority must publish all relevant facts while formulating policies. And here these all are correct. As far as information is required, these all are correct. But here question is asking only and only about 4(1)(b), and in under 4(1)(b), every public authority must publish the powers and duties of its officers and employees is the correct answer. Every public authority must publish the budget allocated to each of them is the correct answer. Every public authority must publish all relevant facts while formulating the policy. Publishing policy is the correct answer. Assume the RTI cell sends an appeal to the relevant PIO. The PIO response is expected within how much time? See, assume the RTI cell sends an appeal to the relevant PIO. So once appeal is sent to the relevant PIO, the PIO response is expected within, it is related to life and liberty, it is 48 hours. Correct? Next question. Every public authority, so here every public authority, as you are now aware, is required to improve infrastructure and publish the necessary manuals. Which section of the RTI Act does this duty of public authorities fall under? So it's a common na, that we are aware that every public authority is required to improve infrastructure and publish the necessary manual. किस सेक्शन में लिखा है? एंड इसका आंसर है 4(1)(a). 4(1)(a) needs the department to improve infrastructure and publish necessary manuals. So this is all about this session. Hopefully you got some idea about the RTI. We are going to deal RTI in a very detailed manner, so that when UPSC asks any question, we should not miss even one question. Missing one question, answer to the one question may somehow compromise the probability of merit list. So we are not going to compromise with our merit list. So that is why questions are in such a standard that we make attempt to all the questions, and that should be the right attempt, not wrong attempt. This is our YouTube channel, SGKG Studies. You have subscribed, very good. Now you should like, comment and share to your near and dear. This is another channel, SGKG 2.22, and on this channel only RTI folder is there. So this is RTI folder, so you can come on this channel also. You can like, subscribe and share to your near and dears. We meet in the next class. Till then, if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe, like, comment and press bell icon on, so that the moment videos are published, you get the instant notification. We meet in the next class. Till then, keep on revising. Namaskar.